Before we get into this episode's review, I would like to apologize. In the last episode I said that the BLEACH TYBW episode 6 was the best episode. And this week, I got proven wrong. Badly. They up the quality to the next level. With that being said, let's get into it. Also, a quick side note, I'm a little bit old, so please bear with me. The episode started off with a beautiful showing of the battle against the Quincy's 1,000 years ago. We see Yuha leading his army and Yamamoto leading the Gotei 13, and Unohana just comes down and kills a soldier. We see how brutal and truly fearsome the original Gotei was, and Yamamoto being the demon, no caring about anyone else, goddamn. And the assist from Chojiro, man, was so unnoticeable he lied there in a pile of dead bodies without being noticed. Kinda like his role throughout the entire series. I'm sorry, I had to make that joke. I love Chojiro, man. You lot know I love Chojiro. But yeah, I had to make that joke, it was there. One thing I'm meaning to point out is that I'm personally not the biggest fan of the pink theme during the opening. I don't know why, but it doesn't feel right. But then again, it makes all the other things stand out more, I guess, so yeah. Then we start off with young Kyoraku looking at the picture of Yama in Yama's room. Kinda weird that man has a picture of himself like that, but sure. We have a great student-teacher moment between Yamamoto and Kyoraku, and to be honest, I'm all for it. Yamamoto explains how that picture is of a monster or a demon who showed up when the Soul Society was going through a rough time, and the whole thing about him making things worse makes sense too, as his Bankai could destroy the Soul Society itself. Yamamoto's death is still so sad, man, especially with him saying if he ever uses his Bankai again, he will die, pretty much, or that he will never be seen again. And that actually happened. Yuha literally destroyed his body. As I said in the last video, Yamamoto's death wasn't censored, as some people were saying. Seeing the captains react to Yamamoto's death, and then that compared to Kyoraku's reaction, goes to show how much Kyoraku actually cared about Yamamoto. And right off the bat, we are hit with the emotions, with the feels. I love how Yamamoto's body is still standing, like, it is what I would assume is his pride not letting him fall against the enemy. I know the top part of his body has fallen off, but he has knelt in front of the enemy still, you know? And the music, man, as if it wasn't a sad enough moment. Yuha knowing about Orihime's powers is a dub. Yuha then goes on to explain how Yamamoto was a man with a good heart, basically, and how he was trying to carry all the burden on himself as the head captain. Those are some big shoes to fill, to be honest. I know Yuha says that he's a foolish man who is weak because of that, but basically what Yuha said is that Yamamoto is a man with a good heart, and he's a caring man, which you love to see, because throughout the entire series Yamamoto gives off this arrogant vibe, but this moment shows that Yamamoto is actually a very caring person. He doesn't want to get humans involved with everything. He doesn't want to do this or that. He just wants to protect. You know, it was a nice moment. It was a nice moment. The flashbacks to the peaceful times of Yama sitting in the Soul Reapers Academy. Man, they really were trying to make us cry, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of teared up. The CG work in this episode was very well done. I actually didn't even notice it, to be completely honest, until it was again pointed out to me. People are doing bits with this, like they're pulling out all the stuffs. The lights disappearing representing the people dying was well done, and the voice acting was superb from Moita-san. And the way Ichigo breaks out to Akon with the first person perspective, my goodness. People are hyping up Shaz while I'm out here not even knowing who the fuck that is. You can tell the way Ichigo moves around, that man's pissed. And do you not hear that Shumpo sound? Well, I'm not exactly sure whether it's Shunpo or Sonido or Ginkaku, but it sounds a lot like Sonido if memory serves me correct. But it could be something else. And then comes the saddest moment of the whole episode. I swear, they made this episode a proper tearjerker. Byakuya and Ichigo's final chat. I'm doing air quotations right now. It's such a beautiful moment. The pain in Byakuya's voice and the simple responses or replies Ichigo gives. Again, big props to Moida-san and Okiayu-san for the amazing voice acting. And then Byakuya talking about how badly he lost and his final request from Ichigo. You can see that even Ichigo knows how much it hurts for Byakuya to ask this of Ichigo, and how out of character it is for him, especially with him crying. At the moment of his request, the OST, the animation, the water sizzling due to his Ryatsu and turning into vapors. It's so great. Even the moment after Byakuya thinking of how he never got a reply goes to show how well he knows Ichigo. And then the animation goes levels above. Ichigo goes into a rage and releasing all that, what I assume is Ryatsu, and the fight that comes from it. A small extension from the manga where it all ended in one page. It's so well done though. The clash of swords looks beautiful, especially in the rain. It has a different feel to it. Seeing the water drops be cut during the slash is always like a nice attention to detail, and you know, it's just nice to look at. Yuha really do be going on that I'm an independent bitch type of post for some reason. Man did that twice, you know, not even once but twice. And then the reveal of Ichigo's blue wing, and the fluctuation between the blue looks nice. I've said this multiple times now, but I love how they are showing the Quincy Reishi or attacks, etc. So I love it. Nice finding though, it's pronounced blue Vene, not blue Tween, not blue Dwayne, Vene. The attention to detail to Ichigo's swords with the chips is nice. I've been enjoying the small little things because I don't catch them properly on the first watch, so I have to watch them again. It's a great thing to make people rewatch it, you know. And the whole explanation of sending Kyogei to stop Ichigo being wrong is very well done from Kubo. The whole thing about him excreting, probably not the best word to use, releasing his Ryatsu and then absorbing Kyogei's Ryatsu, being the Ryatsu of a pure blood Quincy, awaken the dormant Quincy Reishi inside of Ichigo. You know, it makes a lot of sense. I love how menacing Yuha looks when telling Ichigo that Kyogei's jail can't hold Quincy. How they redrew Ichigo's mother's death scene instead of the pink flashback to the original anime, because this looks so much better as we are looking into Ichigo's eyes. Because if they did the whole pink flashback thingy, that would not have worked, you know. Because as I said, we're looking into Ichigo's eyes, Ichigo looking back to that moment. So a flashback like that wouldn't work that well, I guess you could say. Kind of romantic looking into Ichigo's eyes, besides the fact that we're seeing his dead mother. If only it was just, you know, normal Ichigo's eyes. Can't tell, I love looking into people's eyes. Eyes are beautiful. Anyways, at the end, Yuha just started testing Ichigo's durability, no more, no less. Yuha was like, how much can this guy endure? And then the shadow drop was just so like fluid. It just falls so gracefully. Well, not exactly gracefully, but you know what I mean. But then like, what the heck, man? Such a complicated thing to say. Was Wandenreich already not hard enough? Like, so many hard things to say. Why is German so hard? Knowing that Aizen could trick Yuha's time perception this badly when in the condition he was in, like locked up and stuff, it makes him far more scarier and menacing than he already is. I'm just throwing it out there. Meniness is also peak. I can't speak, but she is peak. Too many peak women in Bleach. Like, the Bleach was filled with peak women. and a lot of pigment too. Anyways, the violation to Ichigo, man. Harsh Wolf literally just cut man's soul like it was nothing. Like, bro. And then the ending with all the original Gotei captains. All the OG Gotei captains look good and also creepy, but good. We know their names now. If you want, you can go check out James's video for that. But yeah, that's all for this video. Last video I mentioned that the only thing giving competition to Bleach will be Chainsaw Man, but I was wrong. While Chainsaw Man is a hyped and big series, it's still only beginning, so it's kinda slow, while on the other hand Bleach is arguably at its peak with the final arc. But anyways, that's a topic for a different video. The only thing giving competition to Bleach right now is Bleach itself. Yeah, and that's how I feel like it's gonna be for this season. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Hopefully you all have enjoyed, and I will see you all in a new world. Peace.